Hello everyone, this is Travis with Full Spectrum Laser. Have you been looking for lasers and don't quite know where to begin? Have you been thrown in every direction with everyone giving you different ideas and opinions that do more to confuse you than actually help? Well, look no further. I will give you all the information you need so you can make sure you get exactly the laser that you need. Stick around and I'll help you out. Before you begin, sit down and figure out exactly what you want to do with your laser. Now, take a step back. Let's look at your projects that you want to do and look at what they might evolve into. For example, let's say you're going to be engraving on small plaques and objects. So you decide that the 20 by 12 workspace of a Muse Core or a PS20 may work just fine for you. But maybe in the future, you will grow into larger projects, such as doing special engravings on furniture or signs. These might not fit inside the Muse Core or the PS20, so you might be better off with the PS24 or a Titan. Knowing the type of materials you're going to work with is very important when deciding which laser to go with. CO2 lasers work great with engraving and cutting things like wood, paper, and leather, as well as plastics. The power options for the CO2 lasers begin at 40 watts and range all the way up to 150 watts. The power you need will be mostly determined by how thick of material you need to cut and how quickly you need to cut it. So if you need to work with thicker sheets of wood, such as anything more than a 1/4 inch, you may want to get at least a 90-watt tube. But if you are going to be working with thinner materials and you don't need to do higher volumes, then a 40 or 45-watt tube would be just fine. The CO2 lasers don't work with metal though, and if that's what you'd like to work with, then a fiber laser would be better. Fiber lasers can engrave most metals. These are going to be more specialized machines, so you'll be a little more restricted with what you can do. If you want to engrave metals, then the 20-watt or the 50-watt galvo fiber would work great. The power you need will be determined by the depth that you want your engraving to be. The other type that we offer is the UV laser. These lasers don't cut materials, but they will mark on virtually any material you have. These look like a fiber galvo at first glance, but they are significantly faster and capable of marking finer detail. UV lasers are suggested for just marking, as they will not be able to cut or make deeper engravings. Take another step back and think about what you want to do with the laser. The lasers come in a variety of workspace sizes. The P-Series begins at 20 by 12 and goes all the way up to 48 by 36. The P-Series lasers are also equipped with a front and a rear pass-through door, which will allow you to engrave on much longer materials. So if you have something long but skinny, you can still work with one of these units. If you have a lot of floor space, then perhaps a P-Series is going to be the better option for you. Just make sure that the location has a lot of ventilation or it has space for a fume extractor. The Muse series CO2 lasers have either a 20 by 12 or 48 by 24 inch workspace. Though, with the removable floor, the size of your engraving is pretty much limitless. The Muse series is the perfect option if you only have a desk or workbench available. If you are working with the fiber or the UV galvo lasers, the work area is going to be much smaller, and it is determined by the lens that you are using. The working areas will be anywhere between 4 by 4 and 12 by 12 inches. If none of these options work for you, and you need something much larger and more industrial, then you may need to look at the flatbed lasers. You can get these either as a CO2 or a fiber, and they start at 4 by 8 feet. Since there are so many options, it is important to figure out exactly what you need before you purchase your first laser. And there you have it. That should be a list of all the information you need to know before you make your first laser purchase. Don't be scared. If you need more help, we're here to take care of you. Just contact our sales team at sales@fslaser.com. Now, keep an eye out for the next video where we're going to discuss the first things that you can do after you get your laser. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and click that bell icon so you can be notified of that video when it's available.